Okay, my name is Dave and I'm 40 years old, and on the 9th of September, about a week and a half, I'll be 2 years clean. So I grew up in a little village in the Cotswolds, and even though it was really nice on the outside, I had a very privileged upbringing, but on the inside I was hurting from quite an early age, and I used to internalise everything. I never used to speak about what was going on for me, and I felt detached and isolated from the people around me, and this came out later on in addiction for me. So I suppose my addiction started coming out in sport. When I was younger, I played for 2 football teams, an athletics club and a boxing club. I was just fanatical about it. I couldn't do anything normally. It was just extremes or nothing at all. And then when I found music and drugs, that was it. I was up and running. So I spent a lot of my early life on the rave scene, drinking, doing ketamine, selling drugs, making money, getting high, having fun, travelling around. And it was all a lot of fun right up until it wasn't. In around 2008, I had a complete breakdown. My life situation was, a few things went wrong for me. I split up with the girl I've been with for around 7 years. I found that really hard. I had a few friends committing suicide and dying. I got sacked from a tattooing apprenticeship, and I couldn't cope with where I was. I felt lost in the world. I felt this identity that I'd cut myself out to be was just a load of rubbish, and I didn't want to live anymore. So I couldn't bring myself to kill myself. I'd had a lot of friends that had done that, and I saw the effect it has on their families and friends, and I couldn't do that. But at the same time, I didn't want to live, so I started doing hard drugs. I started injecting, and yeah, my addiction that had been there from an early age was just progressive and continued on this downward trajectory. So I experienced a complete rock bottom after spending 10 years trying to get clean, trying everything that I thought would work, but doing it my way, and nothing worked. So I ended up street homeless, with hepatitis, multiple overdoses that I survived, and I think 2017 I got a prison sentence for a street robbery, and that was the first time I was able to stop using, and I realised how happy I could be. I was in prison, but I was abstinent, but it wasn't really recovery. I got involved in the chapel, in Buddhism, in the gym, and I was going to Narcotics Anonymous meetings in the prison. And a guy that I knew from my using had managed to get clean, and he was so well. He was like a few years clean by this point, and he was facilitating the groups in the prison, and it was such a powerful message for me to see this guy that I'd used with. He was now clean, and he was doing this. So, and he said to me, there's a solution on offer here, you don't have to live like that anymore. So when I was released, I applied for funding. I did a detox centre in Bristol, I did a rehab in Cornwall, I moved away and started again, and I committed 100%. I surrendered to the recovery, and got myself out of the way and got well. So now I live in Plymouth, and it's been an amazing journey. My life's just opening up. I've got loads of good things going on. I feel connected to people and the world around me, and it's the opposite of how I felt in my addiction, where I felt isolated and disconnected. Today, I feel good. I feel good at myself. I feel worthwhile. I've got a lot to offer, and I feel so lucky to have survived my addiction and to have found recovery. So yeah, it is possible. Just don't give up on yourself.